नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नमस्कारप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतदेवय भगवतीयुतमश्लोके मुक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिके। ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। भगवद्वाचारं भङ्गुं गजेगिरिं यत्कृपातं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं देवतारणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरम्। सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम्। Prabhupada ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai. We're continuing the Ramayan discussion. On Mangalacharan, we'll be discussing more about the Das, Ras, servant relationship, different types. And we'll read from Srimad Bhagavatam further, the prayers of Lord Hanuman, and then we'll read some sweet pastimes. कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता Astakam Vande Valmiki Gokilam. I salute to Saint Valmiki, the nightingale, who sings in sweet voice the sweet name of Rama, Rama from the tree of poetry. Valmikir Munisimhasya Kavita Vanacharina Sunvan Rama Katanadam Konayati Pragatim. He who hears the roar, the story of Rama, the lion of Valmiki, the sage who roams the forest of poetry, attains the supreme state. Yapivan satatam Ramacharitamritasagaram Atruptastam Manim Vande Prachetasam Kalmasham. I salute the sage pure Valmiki who is not satiated even after constantly drinking the nectarian story of Rama. नमः गोष्पदीकृतवारासिं मस्कीकृतराक्षसं रामायण महामाला रत्नं वन्दे अनडात्मजम्. I salute Hanuman, who is the crest jewel of Ramayana, who crossed the ocean as if it was the footprint of calf, and who treated the demons as if they were the mosquitoes. Anjananandanam Veeram Janaki Sokanaasanam Kapitas Samakshantaram Vande Lanka Vayankaram. I salute Hanuman, the darling of Anjana, his mother, who put an end to the sorrow of Sita, who killed the demon Maksha, and who was the terror to the demons of Lanka. Manojavam Marutatulyavegam Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Varishtam वातात्मजं वानरयूतमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि. I salute with bowed head Hanuman, who was the messenger of Lord Rama, who could move as fast as the mind or the wind, who was self-controlled and was the foremost among the wise, who was the son of the wind god and foremost among the Vanaras. Ullangya sindho sililam salilam yasoka vainim janakatmaya आदाय तेनैव ददाह लङ्काम् नमामि तम् Pranjaliranjaneyam. I salute Hanuman who crossed the ocean playfully, who gathered the fire of sorrow that tormented Sita and with it burnt Lanka. Anjaneyam Mateyam Patalanam Kanchanadri Kamaniya Vigraham Parijata Tarumola Vasinam Bhavayami Pavamananandaram. I contemplate Hanuman with wide forehead and golden complexion who dwells at the root of the celestial tree. Yatra yatra raghunatha kirtanam tatra tatra kritamaska anjalim Bashpravari paripurna lochanam marutim mamata rakshasantakam. Adore Hanuman, the destroyer of the demons, who is present with tears of devotion in his eyes, wherever the names of Lord Rama are sung. वेदवेद्ये परे पुंसि जाते च शरदात्मजे वेदां प्रचेत सद् आसीत् साक्षात् रामायणात्मनः. When the Supreme Being, the goal of the Vedas, incarnate as Rama, the Vedas became Ramayana. श्रीराघवम् दशरथात्मजमप्रमेयम् सीतापतिम् रघुकुलान्वयरत्नदीपम् आजानुबाहुम् अरविन्ददलायताक्षम् रामम् निशाचरविनाशकरम् नमामि. I salute Rama, the son of Dasharatha, who is peerless, who is the husband of Sita, in the light of the rays of Raghu, who has long arms and lotus eyes. Vaidehi Saitam शरद्रुमातले हैमे महामण्डपे मध्ये पुष्करमासने मणिमये वीरासने सुस्थितम् अग्रे वचयति प्रपञ्चनसुते तत्त्वम् मुनि भयपरम् व्याख्यान्तम् भरतादिवि परिवृतम् रामम् भजे श्यामलम्. I adore Rama, who is seated at the foot of the celestial tree on a flowery seat in a golden palace, along with Sita and his brothers, while his glories are sung by the sages. सुरो असुरो वापि अथ वानरो नरः सर्वात्मनाय सुकृताग्नम् उत्तमम् भजेत रामम् मनुजाकृतिम् हरिम् या उत्तराननयोत्कोशलाम् दिवामिति. Lord Hanuman is praying this. Therefore, whether one is a demigod or a demon, a man or a creature other than a man, such as a beast or bird, everyone should worship Lord Ramachandra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who appears on this earth just like a human being. There is no need of great austerities or penances to worship the Lord, for he accepts even a small service offered by his devotee, just like a squirrel. Thus he is satisfied, and as soon as he is satisfied, the devotee is successful. Indeed, Lord Ramachandra, Sri Ramachandra brought all the devotees of Ayodhya back home, back to Godhead. Lord Sri Ramachandra, purport of Prabhupada, Lord Ramachandra, so kind and merciful to his devotees that he is very easily satisfied by a little service rendered by anyone, human or not. This is the special advantage of worshipping Lord Ramachandra. There is the same advantage in worshipping Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Sri Krishna, Lord Ramachandra. In the manner of Kshatriyas sometimes showed their mercy by killing Asuras, but Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu awarded love of God without difficulty even to the Asuras. चिरातदत्तं निजगुप्तवित्तं प्रेमामृत स्वप्रेमामृत. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given his own Krishna Prema very freely. All the incarnate Supreme Personality of God, but especially Lord Ramachandra, Lord Krishna, and later Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, delivered many of the living entities present before them. Indeed, almost all of them. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is therefore represented as 600 pound Sadbhuja Murti, which is a combination of Lord Ramachandra, Lord Krishna, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This was shown to Sarvama Bhattacharya, a great scholar. He has shown the Sadbhuj form and also to Ramananda Roy. The best purpose of human life can be fulfilled by worshipping Sadbhuja Murti, the form of the Lord with 6 arms, the 2 arms of Lord Ramachandra, 2 arms of Krishna, 2 arms of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. भारते अपि वर्षे भगवान् नारायणाख्य अकल्पान्तम् उपचित धर्मज्ञान वैराग्य ऐश्वर्य उपलम्भनम् अनुग्रहाय आत्मवताम् अनुकम्पया तपो अव्यक्तगतिश्चरति. Sukadeva Goswami is speaking now. The glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are inconceivably as he appeared in the form of Naranarayana in the land of Bharatavarsha at the place known as Badrikashram to favor his devotees by teaching them religion, knowledge, renunciation, spiritual power, sense control, and freedom from false ego. Is advanced in the opulence of spiritual asset and engages in executing austerity until the end of his millennium. This is the process of self-realization. Now, I can read the sweeter pastimes. This is almost Lord Ramachandra conquered Ravana and brought Sita back, and then they are in Ayodhya. So, what happens at that time? We'll read. Very sweet. A month had passed since the coronation. Gradually, the celebration ended and life in Ayodhya returned to normal. Knowing that his guests were thinking of returning to their own kingdoms, Rama began to say his farewells. He spoke first to his father in law Janaka, who had been staying with him in his palace Folding his palms in reverence, Rama said, "My lord, surely you are our immovable support. We stand protected by you, O king. By virtue of your ascetic power and your blessing, I was able to slay Ravana. The bonds of affection between our two families are unbreakable. Please accept these gifts and then feel free to proceed back to Mithila at your pleasure. Bharata and Shatrughna will follow at your heels to escort you there." See that how the exchange of gifts. Lord Ramachandra himself is showing how to always serve the devotees, serve the guests. This is the Vaishnava culture. Lord himself is showing. Tears filled Janaka's eyes as he witnessed Rama's humility. He looked over at the great pile of his riches Rama was offering him. "I feel gratified simply by your sight, O Rama. Let all this wealth be bestowed upon my daughter Sita. I have no wish to leave. But duty dictates that I return to Mithila. I shall now depart, but my mind will never leave you." Everybody is so much in love from with the Lord. No one wants to leave after when the Lord came back to Ayodhya. Janaka rose to leave and tightly embraced Rama. He then went out of the chamber, followed by his ministers and by Bharata and Shatrughna. One by one, Rama said fond farewells to all the other kings who had come for the coronation, offering each of them gold and other wealth as parting gifts. Those kings who all expressed their sorrow to be leaving and gazed at Rama's face without feeling satiated. After circumlating him in respect, they gathered together their followers and armies and slowly marched out of Ayodhya. The earth shook as the many hundreds of kings and princes left the city of their golden chariots, and they were accompanied by the multitude of troops. As they left, they expressed the disappointment that they and their armies had not been able to join Rama in his fight against Ravana. "Surely this great display of might is useless as we were not able to engage in Rama's service," they lamented. "Bharata summoned us too late." When all the kings had gone, Rama spoke with the monkey chiefs. Now it gets interesting. He thanked them again for all their service and embraced them with love, taking valuable ornaments from his own body. Then see this intense affection with all these monkeys and great personalities, especially Lord Hanuman is the topmost servant. Rama placed them on the bodies of Angada and Hanuman. He spoke affectionately to all the monkeys, offering them profuse quantities of riches. "O Vanaras, you should depart now for Kishkinda. Rule over your subjects with justice and love. You have all rendered me a very great service, which I shall never forget." Yesterday, Bhima was saying that Chitrakoot is where Lord Rama stayed for some time there. And also before that, Lord Bharata has come and knowing the Ramchandra has departed, went to obviously tried to bring Lord Ramchandra back. Obviously, he didn't come back, so he gave his padukas, so brought to Nandagram. There, Lord Bharata stayed and ruled Ayodhya from there with sandals on the throne, Lord Ramchandra's sandals. There, at some point later, Hanuman has come. So and then he's going on the sky. Then he saw Lord Bharata, and then they both met. They embraced. That deity is still there, it seems, in that place. Guru was talking about Chitrakoot. Also, Lord Ramachandra stayed in a cave where, and then Mother Sita used to bathe inside the lake, which is within inside the Chitrakoot, in that cave. And there, Guru was mentioning that Lord Ramachandra was telling Sita Devi while being in the forest that in this life, he was laughing one time. Then he was talking about in next life, in the next yuga, I will appear as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as golden form, and I will banish myself because he has taken sannyas. And in this life, I will banish you, but in the next yuga, I will banish myself. And then at that time, so this is also Navadvip Dham Mahatyam, Guru was mentioning, because in Navadvip, all the nine islands, all the various past, Lord Ramachandra himself has come to Navadvip. So these places are there where he's talking about how Vishnu Priya Devi was in separation from Lord Ramachandra has been from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has been given the deity of the Lord Dameswar Mahaprabhu in separation, just like Sita Devi has been given also how she is also worshipping. So also their family deity is there, as I mentioned. Lord Ranganatha deity is worshipped by Ikshvaku dynasty, the whole dynasty. So when Vibhishana was leaving, just like now we will see in a few minutes, Vibhishana was leaving after meeting Lord Ramachandra of coronation in Ayodhya. back to service. He doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to take up the service. He wants to be with Lord, but Lord Rama insisted, you have to go back to service. That is the only reason why did I conquer. I don't need to go and fight with Ravana. I could have conquered him without even personally being there. I only killed him. I don't need to kill him. But I only killed him for your purpose. I want to establish you as the king of Lanka. So you have to go back and do your service. So then finally agreed, but he asked, without giving your personal service, I cannot go back. You have to give me. So that time, Lord Ramachandra said, all right, you take this deity as our family deity. Lord Rangana is not different from me. So then you take and worship him. He is always, so in that way, this is your personal service. So even till today, Lord Vibhishan is what do you call that? He is never killed or he never left. Is there. So he's always there. Even now, every day he goes and to Lord Ranganatha, to Sri Rangam, Lord Sri Rangam. So from there, Lord is seeing in direction of Lanka. Lord is giving his blessings and mercy to Vibhishan, and Vibhishan comes every day, even now, to worship, to do puja to Lord Ranganatha. Personally, is doing that service as Lord Ramachandra has given that service by the request of Vibhishan. So, such a great devotee. And Hanuman is also like that. Sita Devi was considered Hanuman as his elder son. Sita Devi was crying to, and Lavakusha asked, why did you cry? Then she mentioned how Hanuman had actually helped her, rescued her. And then she was telling he is my big elder son. So that we can understand the intense affection of Sita Devi with for Lord Hanuman. So we'll see further. And all the kings had gone. Oh, Vanaras, you should depart now for Kishkinda. Rule over your subjects with justice and law. You all rendered me a very great service which I shall never forget. Hanuman knelt before Rama and folded his palms. Oh Rama, I do not know. How can I leave you? I have one request before I go. Please try supreme affection for you. Stand forever. May my devotion, this is not asking for any boon. May my devotion remain constant and may life remain in my body for as long as your story is being told on this earth. Let me stay in some heavenly region, continuously hearing your story being told to me by Apsaras and other celestial. In this way, my plan of separation from you will be allayed. Rama smiled. It shall be so. O Prince of Monkeys, your life and indeed your fame will endure for as long as my story lasts in this world. That will be for as long as the worlds themselves last. I am forever indebted to you, O monkey. May my obligation to you stay always in my heart. May the time never come when I need you to repay your service for such times or times of difficulty. So, as mentioned that Lord Rama told Hanuman that your service is such that I cannot repay you. For one service of yours, I have to take 1,000 births to repay your debt. So much intense service Lord Hanuman is performing. You can understand how much deep affection Lord Rama has done. So many intimate pastimes. The monkeys who felt as if the past month in Rama's company had been only a day, reluctantly departed from Ayodhya. This eyes filled. It is also mentioned that Lord Hanuman didn't want to leave. Then he asked permission from Sugriva that I will take 1 month, I will come after. Then Sugriva agreed. But Lord Ram said, no, no, you have to go back to Sugriva. No, why you have a problem? I have taken permission from Sugriva. So you shouldn't complain. He has given for 1 month. So he stayed that way. That is not mentioned here, but so it is mentioned other place. The monkeys who felt as if past month in Rama's company had been only a day, reluctantly departed from Ayodhya, and their eyes filled with tears and their minds absorbed in thoughts of Rama. Rama then said his farewell to Vibhishana, asking him to rule the Lanka with righteousness. He also instructed the Pushpaka chariot to make its way back to Kuvera in heavenly planet. Within a few days, everyone had left, and Rama began his rule of Ayodhya. Assisted by Lakshman and guided by the rishis, within some days of his guest's departure, Rama was visited by a number of great sages headed by Agastya. After they had been received with all respect by Rama, they took their seats in his assembly hall. Questioned by Rama, Agastya related everything about Ravana's birth and history, as well as that of all the principal Rakshasas. The sage also told the royal court about the history of the great Vanaras. After Agastya had finished speaking, Rama said, oh, all powerful sage, I am amazed at hearing your wonderful narration. By your very side, we have all been blessed, as we discussed before. This is what the highest benefit of benediction is to be in the associate, to meet the powerful, the pure devotees of the Lord. That is the highest benefit in this world, the human life, because by moments of their association, everything gets purified. Te punanti urukalena. So everything else takes long time to even the worshipping the deity or the taking bath in Ganga or anything else. It takes long time to purify. But moments of association, the pure devotee of the Lord one can be purified very rapidly. But I have one request. Soon I shall perform sacrifices for the good of the world. Please bless me that these will be successful. Indeed, if I pleases you, then come again to Ayodhya at that time to grace us with your holy presence. Rama requested all the sages to attend his sacrifice. Then they replied, "It shall be so." Then they rose in a body and left the assembly. This is one pastime. Now we'll understand this Dasiras and then we'll read further. Dasiras, today will be the last day. We'll continue from Srimad Bhagavatam tomorrow onwards, so a little more time today. Dasya, which is also known as Preeti Bhakti Rasa, can be further divided into two. Dasya, the devotee, Dasya and Lalya, Lalya. Two divisions, further divisions are there. First one, Dasya. Those devotees who are free from material attachments and consider themselves subordinate servitors of the Supreme Lord fall within the purview of Dasya. They possess mood of Sambrama, Preeti. There's Sambrama or Vishwam. Yeah, Vishramba, Sambrama or Vishramba Sakya. That's what Dasya here. And then the other one is the Gaurava, and that means a little bit on difference is there. So to say, one is Dasya, another one is Lalya. The first one, Dasya, is more intense. Sambrama Preetiras, a reverential affection towards the Lord. The Lalya, this is Gaurava. Those devotees who are free from material attachments and consider themselves watched over, nourished, maintained by the Supreme Lord fall within the category of Lalya. They possess the mood of Gaurava Preetras or the mindset of the dependence of the Supreme Lord. And further, it's been divided. Uh, Rupa Goswami explains in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu that there are four kinds of Dasya devotees. Those who consider themselves to the servitor of Supreme Lord. First one, Adhikrita Das, qualified servant. Second, Asrita Das, sheltered servant. Third, Parishad Das, trustworthy companions. Fourth, Anugata Das, obedient followers. Further, he explains these four categories. Adhikrut Das, a qualified servant who always considers himself to be the property of the Supreme Lord. He always maintains a meek, modest disposition before his Lord. Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, Lord Indra, and other demigods and demigoddesses fall within this classification. They are qualified servants who govern material creation in their various capacities. So, this is the first level. As it goes further, it gets more intense. Ashrita Das are further divided into three: surrendered, Sharanagata, enlightened, Gnani, and Sevanishta, fixed in service. Kaliya, the serpent, and the kings who are imprisoned by Jarasandha fall within the category of surrendered, Sharanagata. The sages, headed by Saunaka Rishi, discarded their cravings for liberation and sought shelter at the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, as they fall within the category of enlightened, Gnani. Harihara, Chandradvaja, Bohulaswa. Lord Krishna himself went with sages to Bohulaswa and one more person. So Bohulaswa, Ikshwak were counted among the Sevanishtadas, as they are always remained absorbed in the service of Lord Hari, the Supreme Lord. Now the third category. Parishad Das, the eternal companions of Supreme Lord like Bhishma, Parikshit Maharaj, Vidura, Daruka is the chariot driver of Lord Krishna, Uddhava, etc. are counted among Parishad Das. They render suitable service unto Lord Krishna according to time, place, circumstance. Uddhava is considered to be the best among the innumerable Parishad Das devotees of Lord Krishna. He knows exactly when to give, what advice, exactly knew the mind of Lord Krishna. So, fourth one, more further. Anugat Das, those servants whose hearts are absorbed in affectionate service to Lord Krishna falls within the category of Anugat Das. They are further divided into two categories: those who reside in Vrindavan, those who reside in Dwarakapuri. Anugat Das devotees in Vrindavan include Raktak, Patrak, Patri, Madhukanta, Madhuvrata, etc. Anugat Das devotees of Dwarakapuri include Suchandra, Madana, Stamba, Sutamba, etc. The sound of the flute, the sound of Krishna's horn, Krishna's smiling glance, hearing of Krishna's glories and pastimes, the lotus flower, the impressions of Krishna's lotus feet, fresh dark blue rain cloud resembling Krishna's complexion, Krishna's bodily scent are the stimulants, Uddipana of the Dasiras. Profound feelings of awe and reverence for Krishna simultaneously produce palpitations in the devotees' hearts, coupled with a feeling of deep affection for him. These two feelings unite to give rise to the strong possessive attachment that forms the foundation of Dasyaras. When devotees in Dasyaras shed their mood of awe and reverence, their feelings of crystallize into prema. When prema condenses even further, it transforms to sneha. Devotees who have attained the stage of sneha cannot bear separation from Krishna even for a moment. When devotee advances further from sneha, he reaches the stage of raga, where even one's grief seems like happiness. The devotees falling within the classification of Adhikrit Das and Asrit Das can reach up to the stage of prema. Those in Parishad Das can reach up to Sneha, but devotees in Anugat Das can reach up to the stage of Raga. Hence, devotees like Uddhava, Parikshit, Daruka, etc. can experience Raga. The Raga resides at the border of Dasiras and Sakyaras, divine mellow of friendship with the Supreme Lord. As the devotees in Laliras look upon Krishna as their protector, nourisher, and maintainer. They look upon the Supreme Lord as a guru, master, possessor of great fame and intelligence, possessor of great power and perfect maintainer. The devotees in Laliras consider Krishna as their father, superior, or guru, based upon one's family relationship or close affinity to Krishna. There are two kinds of devotees in Laliras: Kanishta, juniors, and Putra, sons. Sarana and Gada are devotees of Kanishta Ras, while Pradyumna, Charudeshna, Samba are in Putradas. The stimulants of Lolleras is Krishna's Vatsalya Bhav, parental feelings such as smiling, merciful affection, and so on. Now we'll read further. Yesterday we have stopped somewhere about Ravana's kidnapping Agni's wife. Oh, you have come here now. Instead of living as an ascetic, you are beating your shoulders, saying you will kill the demons between Lord Ramachandra and Sita. That is one point. Another point is that a king of noble quality should not become the enemy of someone unless that person has given him some trouble. The demons has given you no trouble. They are eating rishis, but they are not troubling you. And if the rishis are being eaten, then it is the responsibility of Bharata. He is the king. You are not the king. This is between Sita Devi and Lord Rama. And you said that you did not want to be, so you are breaking your word. Women give very technical argument, but sometimes they are totally useless. At least in this case, they were saying this, but then another time when Gautam Rishi's wife gave her cosmetics, which were in two big heavy baskets, she asked Lakshmana, "Can you please carry this for me?" Lakshmana said, "But Mataji, we are in the forest. We are supposed to be wearing tree bark. Only because Dashratha begged did you get some silk sarees, and I'm already carrying one basket full of silk sarees. We have to climb mountains, cross rivers. I have to carry sword, shield, bows and arrows, and an axe, and no cosmetics. What for?" Anasuya Gautami's wife was no ordinary woman. She had heavenly cosmetics. You only had to put this makeup once, 5 or 6 days. You can take bath, do anything. Lakshmana was complaining. These cosmetics will smell for 10 kilometers distance. It is dangerous. We are moving in the forest, and 10 miles around we are propagating that we are here. It is unsafe. A tiger, a lion, or even some demon may come. Actually, these cosmetics were so dangerous that she had so many problems. Even devas were attracted to her. But I won't use them, Sita argued. Then what is the use of carrying them? Lakshmana said, this is also traditional for women to carry things that they never use. Poor Lakshmana left his wife in Ayodhya and he had to carry these cosmetics for 14 years. Even when they crossed the ocean, he had to carry it. She said, when I'm back in Ayodhya, I will use it. And she was sitting in Ashok One, she was lamenting, what did I do? I said such bad words to Lakshmana, who was carrying all that weight for me. He was even carrying all the useless cosmetics on his shoulder. I criticized him. You want to enjoy me, that is why you are not going. Why did I say that? Now I am suffering because of it. In this way, Mother Sita was lamenting. So back to the now, the Ravana knew all these mantras, but why was he a demon? Being the son of Vishnavas, he is a Brahmin, not a Kshatriya. He is a grandson of Brahma and a very learned Pandit. Still, he is a demon. What makes him a demon? He does not accept the Supreme Lord as the enjoyer. Supreme Lord is the controller and Supreme Lord is the friend. But भो कृतात्म यज्ञ तपसाम सर्वलोक महेश्वरम सूरजम सर्वभूतानाम ज्ञात्वा माम शांति. Ravana lost his shanti, had no peace. Why? Because he was not accepting the Supreme Lord's sovereignty. Ravana was thinking, why not me? I am the Lord. That is why he called himself Trilokeswara, Ravana. This means the control of three worlds. That was his ambition. Even while he couldn't control a common cold, but still he was Trilokeswara. In any case, Ravana got so many curses. He was cursed that a monkey would burn his city down. Another curse was that monkeys will spit on his face. When a monkey spits on his face, the 10th day after that, he would die. He would be killed by human beings. So that's why Lord Ramachandra seemingly appeared as human being because that was the blessings, boons he has received from Lord Shiva. Who were surrounded by monkeys. This was all predicted, but the foolish Ravana couldn't accept this because of lust. Ravana did not carry his 10 heads all the time. If he lost one head, another would come, and if he lost that head, the previous one will come back again because his life point was somewhere else, not in the neck or the chest. This was one trick of the demons. They would keep their life point somewhere else. It may be in a bird or lizard or a lotus flower, or from here they extend their power. If we killed him, slashed him, or did anything to him, he wouldn't die because his life was somewhere else. So these heads were coming whenever one was removed, and these 10 heads possessed 10 kinds of intelligence. This was the benediction he got from Brahma. One head, yeah, Lord Brahma gave this benediction, not Lord Shiva, sorry. One head was expert in politics, one in Vedic Dharma, one in administration, one is how to enjoy, another in traveling plans, etc. In this way, when he was going to take Sita, he consulted all the 10 heads. 9 had refused, don't kidnap Sita. Only his one head refused to listen to that instruction. So many powerful things he had, but by exploiting the property of the Supreme Lord, Ravana met his death. Once he even challenged Narada Muni. Narada was flying. Ravana saw him. He called out, "Hey, come here." Narada Muni thought, "Why should I be any trouble? Let me go there." Ravana said, "You teach me the meaning of Om right now." Narada said, "No, meaning of Om is not to be taught to people like you. I won't teach." Ravana said, "Why not? I am a disciple and you are a guru. You must teach me." This started in Treta Yuga, the disciples telling their guru what to do. So then Narada said, "This is not for this age. Ravana, you please wait." Ravana said, "No. Do you know who I am? I am Trilokeswar Ravana. Here is my sword." He had a sword called Chandrahasa. This sword is so wonderful that you can just tell the sword you go and kill him. It will chase you through the 14 planetary systems, kill you and then return. Such a missile he had. Chandrahasa can go through steel, through brass, even through illusion. Suppose a person creates illusion by magic, Chandrahasa would go through the illusion and kill that person. This is a sword he used while fighting with Airavata, white elephant. So Narada said, "You are showing me some sword and you think you are going to frighten me and teaching you the Vedas? This is not the principle for learning Vedas. What kind of knowledge will you get from me?" This is a lesson. So Guru should how much humble and submission with submission. Otherwise, there is no way you're going to get anything. That knowledge will become useless. So I will not teach you. Ravana said, "All right, Narada, get ready. I'm always ready." Narada said, "What do you mean? Get ready now." So he took the Chandrahasa sword and slashed Narada. It went right through him, but nothing happened. Narada was standing there smiling. Ravana got so angry. "I'm going to finish you." So he screamed and took his trident with the entire, which emits fire, which is only used by Lord Shiva and which is more powerful than Brahmastra. It went right into him, but Narada was still standing there chanting Hari Hari. Brahmana took all his astras and weapons at his command and threw everything at Narada, who was catching them and giving them back. "Don't lose his weapons aside." Touched Narada's feet and gave him a seat. "Please tell me," he inquired, "how come you are not killed?" Narada said, "This is the benediction of Supreme Lord that I have got a spiritual body. You don't understand this. Once upon a time you also had one, but you lost it because of some mistake. Don't waste time trying to kill me because I won't die." Ravana said, "That's what I want also. Can you teach me the trick?" Narada said, "Very simple. Just accept Vishnu as Supreme Lord, surrender to him." Ravana's face screwed up. "Oh, um, again that Vishnu? I don't want to listen to his name. Get out of my palace, you and your transcendental body, all bogus." So then Narada Muni said, "But Ravana, you have unnecessarily used your anger on me, so this will not go in vain. A monkey will spit on your face, and the 10th day after that you will die. Although you are thinking you are so powerful," Narada Muni cursed him. Actually, it was a benediction. All curses by Narada are benediction. Because of that curse, he would get spat on by Sugriva. He get the arrow of Rama in his chest. Sometimes when a Vaishnava is agitated, that is also auspicious. But we have to be a demon to agitate a Vaishnava. If you are not a demon, then he becomes agitated. He may not curse us, but the material nature will take action. In any case, Hanuman thought, "Let me go and find Sita." All these pastimes are going through Hanuman's mind as he stood there before Sri Lanka, how Ravana got cursed in many places and how he is so foolish. Hanuman actually felt very compassionate. And he was thinking, if I see Ravana by any method, I will give him a good advice. I will tell him that he is very intelligent, that maybe he could use his intelligence just to give back Sita and everything will be all right. Hanuman went into the city and it was just before midnight. The moon was present. He could smell wine all over the city, but practically 99% of the nine population was drunk. Everyone is in enjoying mood. And in Sri Lanka, there was plenty of enjoyment to be had. Those demons went all over the world and brought women from all over the world. Ravana had more than 12,000 wives. All of them liked him, although he was a demon. He had a brownish color, but the form of his body was next to the beauty of Upendra, the brother of Indra, not the dwarf incarnate of Vishnu. He had a very broad chest and a handsome face. Sometimes he is depicted as very ugly, but actually he was not ugly. When he got angry or lusty, he could produce such ugly form, but Ravana's true form looked very handsome. The Vishnu Puran, Valmiki, and all the other narrators described him as a person of great grandeur. When Hanuman and Sugriva or anyone for that matter saw him for the first time, they would think this cannot be Ravana because his body is so handsomely designed. This man must be full of good qualities. He cannot be demon. We must have made a mistake. He was so handsome. He had this hole in his chest, which was from the tusk of Airavata. He had other holes in his body from Sampati, but he covered them with his silk cloth. He had a beautiful hairstyle. His speech, of course, was so excellent. He could speak and make day look like night. These are the glories of Ravana. Amongst his queens were Nagas and they were princesses from Satyaloka, Siddhaloka, Charanloka, Gandharvikas. Every species of life was present in his palace as queens. They all liked him and respected him. Ravana's country was so good. There was plenty of fruit and food. They had dharma, which was followed. Ravana was ruling wonderfully. No one had any fear in Sri Lanka. They had no fear even from Indra, Chandra, or Agni because Ravana was so respected. So Hanuman was going from room to room. Is Sita here? Is Sita here? In every room, he found about 10 beds and so many queens sleeping. Hanuman was a Naistik brahmachari. And he was thinking, oh God, I have to do this. All these queens of Ravana are sleeping here and most of them drunk. It is not good for a brahmachari to see a woman while she is sleeping. Hanuman had to do this. At first he thought, should I do this? And then he concluded, I am serving Rama. If I don't look at all of them, Sita may be somewhere in between. I will miss her. So he made up his mind how determined for service comes the first. Doesn't matter what we have to go through, whether brahmachari or sannyasi or whatever. Guru's service comes first. God service comes first. I'm not going to be attracted. How will I be not attracted? I won't stop chanting Rama's name. So he was chanting Rama, Rama, Rama. And he was looking everywhere. And Hanuman saw so many queens, their makeup and dress, their beds and their silk. She was completely shocked. What kind of place is this? It is like a heavenly planet. They had false eyelashes. They had shaven their eyebrows. They had colored in 12 tones from eyelash up to the eyebrows. Hanuman actually saw this. He got scared by looking at them. He said, if they are so beautiful, then why do they have to put false eyelashes on? Hanuman saw all this and he was very happy. This man, whatever he has done, is enjoying his sins very nicely. At least he is good at that. And then he came and saw in the middle of a room a wonderful bed made of coral diamonds. On top of it was white silk covering the bed. There was a brown figure lying with a big shoulder and wonderful bodily beauty was snoring. Hanuman said, so beautiful, but he is snoring in mouth wide open. He must be very ignorant person. Although Ravana has so much knowledge, still there is ignorance. Then Hanuman looked around and saw that there was a white umbrella on the side of the bed. That means he is the king. So Hanuman looked at him. Then he walked backward to get a better look. Then closer and closer. He looked from all angles. Oh, what a great fighter. Then he saw the hole and he said, I have heard about this hole. This man would have fought with Airavata. Hanuman was getting fired up and he thought, I would like to fight with him, but if I wake him up, everything will be spoiled. Then he looked around on the other side. He saw a very beautiful woman laying down on the bed. The smell of wine was coming from her mouth. Hanuman had never seen Sita. He inspected the woman and said, oh, a heavenly body, this person must be Sita. No, how can it be Sita? She is chaste wife of Ramachandra. Here she brought by the demon, and she is dressing herself nicely with silk and ornaments. She is laying there with wine on her breath. I am a monkey, but I do have some discrimination. How can this be Sita? Sita would be lean and skinny and crying with demonesses around her. That is Sita, not this. This is not Sita. Then he looked everywhere, but he couldn't find Sita. So he came out of the palace and he was thinking, what should I do? I was preaching to Angada, don't give up your body and don't try for some security. But now it looks like I will have to do that, jump into the ocean and die. How can I go back and tell them, yes, I went across the ocean, I saw Ravana, but no Sita? What will they do to me? If I go to Sugriva, he will kill me. Even Angada himself may kill me. If I see Ramachandra dissatisfied face, I will die myself. What is the use of my existence? Let me die. Then he was walking and crossing the gardens coming to the ocean. He thought, let me check once more. He looked at the garden. It was Ashoka trees, very thick garden. He thought Sita must be in the forest. Why? Because Ravana would have kept her in a nice garden, but she will be thinking of those Ashoka trees in Panchavati where Ravana lifted Sita from. And there were Ashoka trees. I remember Ramachandra telling me that he was going to the Ashoka trees and crying, oh Ashoka trees, please tell me where is my wife. So she must be remembering that when she sees these Ashoka trees. She must have walked in here. At least she must have been through here at some stage. Let me ask the Ashoka trees. They may tell me. In this way, Hanuman, with some little glimmer of hope, came to the Ashoka forest. There was a very tall tree which he climbed up. When he got to the top, he looked down. To his surprise, under the same tree was Mother Sita. She was sitting there with Vibhishana's daughter Trijata. Trijata was consoling her. I had dreamed that Ravana was smearing oil all over his body and drinking oil with his two hands. He was sitting on a chariot driven by monkeys. This chariot was being driven through the southern side. This means that he will die. I also saw that Sri Lanka was burning and monkey was flying over. I also saw that Ramachandra was sitting in the coronation ceremony with you. So don't lose faith. Don't give up your body. One day or other, Lord Ramachandra will come here. Hanuman was listening to all this and he was so happy. Then Ravana came and gave so much preaching to Mother Sita. You must marry me. She refused and he said to the demonesses, you kill her if she won't listen to your advice. The demons were preaching to her. And then when she wouldn't listen, they decided, we will kill her. Exactly at that point, Hanuman jumped. As soon as they saw this monkey jumping, they all fled this way and that way. She looked at him and she said, Ravana, you can take any form, but I am not going to be attracted. Why do you think that if you took monkey form, I would be attracted? Hanuman said, wait. I am not Ravana. I am the servant of Rama. I have come here to serve you. So she said, I don't believe it. If you are from Rama, then how did you cross the ocean? Hanuman said, oh, that is very interesting. I grew big, you grew big. How can monkeys grow big? Hanuman said, I will show you. Then he grew, he touched the skies. Sita got so scared. She said, maybe this is another demon. While he was growing, he was chanting Rama, Rama. Then she thought, Ravana would not chant so many Rama names. It is not possible. Then he can be a demon. Then Hanuman reduced his form and said, here I have the Sakshi, the evidence that I am coming from Ramachandra. This is his ring. Hanuman talked with Mother Sita and she gave him the hair ornament. Hanuman took it. And after taking it, he said, I am a monkey. I cannot just come like saintly person and go. I want to do some naughtiness here in this forest. You won't be affected. Don't worry. Some nonsense must be there. You just watch. So he put Chudamani hair ornament somewhere safe, and then he started uprooting the Ashoka trees, throwing them here and there. There was a rock waterfall. He destroyed it, and the water flooded all over the place. He took the creeper and threw him this way and that. And then he took the demons and put them in his mouth, biting them and spitting them out. He was shouting and slapping his shoulders. He was yelling, I am the servant of Rama. Who will stop me? I will destroy Sri Lanka. I will swallow Ravana. Anyone who is as powerful as me should come and fight. Challenge. Then he jumped on the entrance of Ashok Vana. Then he was eating fruit, spitting everywhere. The minister of Ravana in charge of Ashoka forest came in front of Hanuman. It had been a long time since he had landed in Sri Lanka, gotten in the gate, checked everyone, seen and spoken to Sita. But he had not passed water the whole time. It had been 6 or 7 hours. When the minister came and opened his mouth, telling him, what are you doing? He got Hanuman's blessing. The minister said, hey, stop. Hanuman said, I am a monkey. What do you expect? The minister felt very bad and he went to the forest and asked the demons, what are you doing? A monkey is doing so much harm. They said, what are you so much harm. They said, what are you doing? The monkey is doing so much harm. Why are you telling us? Yes, what am I doing? The minister said, then he went to Ravana. He said, a monkey has passed urine in my mouth. Ravana said, you came to report this? And he gave him a slap. What kind of caretaker are you? You come and tell me that monkey passed water in your mouth. The minister said, what was I supposed to do? I was speaking to him. Ravana said, don't you know that you never open your mouth when monkeys are around? The minister said, well, you have to do something. Hold on. He has destroyed the whole Ashoka forest. Ravana said, what? One single monkey? Vibhishna closed his eyes and he was thinking, monkey smashing Ashoka forest. I remember this. Then he left the palace and went to his place and he was sitting and thinking, monkey and Ashoka forest? I heard it somewhere and he was trying to figure it out. It took him 2 days to understand it. He understood it. Ravana said, you call Prahasta's son Jambumali. He's the first god. This Jamumali is in a big lake of wine. He's sleeping there, and whenever he wakes up, he drinks a little bit. Then again he sleeps. He wakes up and drinks more. He can't wait to God fill up the cup and drink. Takes too much time, so he's in a lake of wine, and he's kept like that so that whenever war comes, he can be used. Jamumali was woken up. He asked, "Why are you calling me? You want to change the lake or put me in another one?" They said, "No. I am fighting." And he came to Ravana and said, with whom should I fight? With Indra, with Agni? Ravana said, no. With monkey. I'm going back. Jamala said, no. It is not ordinary monkey. It is a very great monkey. He has finished Ashokavana, so we must finish him. Take 80,000 soldiers and go. So 80,000 demon soldiers and Jamumali walked up. He's a very young demon. Jamumali and Hanuman was still sitting on the top of the arch and he was saying, I am the servant of Rama. Who is there to fight with me? I can swallow Ravana. Come on, challenge. Jamumali said, hey monkey, you are talking too much. Do you understand that Ravana's son has tied Indra to the flag post here? Do you know that 9 planets are serving in the kitchen cutting sabji vegetables? What do you know? You don't know the power of Ravana. You don't know the power of my father Prahasta. He has eaten mountains and digested them. So then Hanuman said, all past, what about now? This has happened, that has happened. But now you look, I can also tell you that the whole Ashokana has been destroyed. This has happened, now something else is going to happen. Don't waste time. Jamamali said, What do you think? You can fight with me? Hanuman said, Why are you talking? He began to pick up rocks and throw them at him. The rocks were coming so fast and furious, he couldn't fight him. Then he got on the chariot, started shooting arrows. Hanuman said, Oh, these demons are very cultured. He is sitting on the chariot and doing Achman, chanting mantras and firing astras. All these astras were coming and Hanuman was holding them, breaking them and giving them back. No astra can affect Hanuman. That is a benediction. Jambumali saw this and said, Now I will have to do some magic. Then he started growing and became so big. Hanuman was also up to his ankle. This is what Jambumali was thinking. He was thinking, That big? All right, I will grow more. He closed his eyes and grew more. Then he thought, Now I have grown so much. Hanuman will be this big. Then he opened his eyes, he saw some big round thing in front of him. He looked at it and he thought, What is this? It is not Hanuman's face. There is no mouth, no teeth. It's just a big round thing. He looked the other side and it was just another round thing. What is this one? Thought he was looking. He was also so confused. Then he heard a sound from way above. They are my knees, Jamumali. He looked up. The Hanuman was way up there. Jamumali thought, Oh my God, what a growth. This is the topmost I can do. I'm only up to his knees. So then Jamumali looked back because he didn't want to discourage the soldier. Hanuman said, What are you looking at? I finished them all. He had finished the 80,000 soldiers already. There was a beautiful parliament he had called Chaitya belonging to Ravana. This hall had a very large marble and diamond pillars. Ravana took one of the pillars, he just put it on top of the army. They were nicely organized so that simply by little work Hanuman could finish them all. This happened while Jumbumali was growing. Jumbumali was alone. His chariot had been smashed and his horse was killed. Jumbumali was standing there alone. Hanuman said, What are we going to do? If you want to take shelter of my feet, they are way down there. You will have to look for them. So Jumbumali was very insulted. He said, No, this is Maya. You come before me in your original form. Hanuman said, What are you doing then? That is also Maya. You come in your original form. So he came down. And then Hanuman came down also. Hanuman said, All right, Jamwali, there are 3 minutes for you. There is only one nice mantra I will teach you. If you chant this mantra while dying, you will attain the Supreme Lord. There is only 2 syllables. It is Rama. Chant. Jamwali said, What? I don't come here to learn mantras. I'm here to fight with you. I want to finish you. Hanuman said, You cannot do that. So you might as well do this. You cannot finish me. So why don't you do something within your means? Just chant Rama, then go back home. Jamwali screamed, This is how the demons are. They don't want to chant. They want to do their own thing. And jumped on Hanuman. Hanuman put his index finger in his navel and lifted him up. Then he circled and threw him. All, uh, all his liver and everything came out of his mouth. Then he died. And the news came out that Jambavali was finished. Immediately, Ravana's son Indrajit got up and said, This must be a deva. So he must be fought nicely. So Indrajit came. And Indrajit there were some scenes. Then Indrajit said, I am going to use Brahmastra on you. So he threw Brahma rope. Hanuman thought, I have done enough harm now, so I must see Ravana. If I get bound up by this rope, I can see Ravana. He looked at the rope and thought, I will respect Brahma. Then the rope came and tied him. Indrajit was pulling the rope and he pulled Hanuman to the court of Ravana. As they entered, Ravana said, How you mischievous monkey, who are you? Hanuman said, I am servant of Rama and the messenger. You please give me a seat. Ravana scoffed. A seat for a monkey? You can climb up in the tree if you want. Hanuman said, No, that is not proper. I have come here to talk politics. I have come here to give you a message. You must give me a seat. Ravana said, In my assembly, I don't give a seat to animals. Hanuman said, You mean that to get a seat in your assembly, I will have to be less than an animal? Ravana said, Hey, you are talking too much. By that time, Hanuman had extended his tail and made a big seat. It was above Ravana's head, and he jumped up and sat on that. Then he said, So, Ravana, I think this is a good seat for me. So then Ravana was looking up. Then they had a discussion. Hanuman gave a very good piece of advice. You please give up Sita. I saw your palace. You have so many beautiful queens. Why do you want to take Sita? I can tell you Sita is beautiful. Hanuman was using some Dana Bear Dandopai. He said Sita is not that beautiful. Mandudari is a much more beautiful dancer. Surely you must satisfied with that. You can have so many others. I will myself procure a woman for you if you want. Just give up this Sita. For your own benefit, Ravana said, No, I won't listen to this. I will keep Sita and not only that, I will finish you. Hanuman said, Finish me? How can you finish me? And Ravana said, You are tied up. Hanuman said, I am not tied up. I am just holding myself. Then he lifted his hand and Brahma's rope broke. Indrajit's jaw dropped. What is this? This monkey had broken Brahma's rope. Then Hanuman said, If you want, you can use your ordinary open tie me. Only if I want to be tied, you can tie me. Now I will allow you to tie me. Let me see what sort of punishment you will give me. So then they tied him with ropes, and great demons were pushing him on both sides with tridents. He made no objection. Mamana said, put fire on his tail. So they set up a tail on fire. Hanuman said, wonderful, you gave me an idea. I was just wondering what to do. I want to do so many things, but I didn't want to do it myself. Because Ramachandra will say, why did you do this? Now I have no problem. They put fire. I was just jumping around and things happened to catch on fire. I didn't want to burn Lanka. Why should I? I'm just a messenger. A messenger cannot attack the opponent. But what can I do? They put fire on my tail. I'm a monkey, so when I jump, the tail goes this way and that way. So in this way, Hanuman was jumping from roof to roof, window to window. Everywhere he put fire. Even in Ashok he put fire. Everything was burning. Hanuman was jumping up and down. Ah, wonderful. And then suddenly he thought, maybe Mother Sita is also burned. What have I done? Oh no. So he went to the Ashoka Vara and he was looking and he saw Mother Sita sitting under the tree. No harm was there. So then he told her, why should you wait? Just climb on my shoulder. You know I crossed the ocean here. So I can also cross the ocean back. You sit on me and I'll take you. Before I fly from here, I will kill Ravana. So Sita said, no. What are you doing? You already told me that Ramachandra promised he will kill Ravana and take me back. If you do this, my husband promise will go in vain. Ramachandra is one word, one wife, one arrow. You will use only one arrow. He has only one wife. If he says a word, he keeps it. So don't do this. You are not supposed to do it. Even if you are supposed to do it, I am not going to sit on your shoulder. On the way, you may see some fruit that you like, and you will shake the tree, and I will fall into the ocean. I don't trust you completely. So enjoy yourself. Go back and tell my Lord that I am waiting. If he doesn't come in many days, then I will leave my body. This way, this pastime goes on. But we'll stop here.